Hey YouTube, what's y'all doing? Hey regular driver. So what you been up to? Regular driver. It is cold today. Good grief. Let me see. Hey, y'all came in here quick. What y'all been up to? It is 10 o'clock at night. I ain't gonna stay. Hey Romeo. I ain't gonna stay here too long. For one thing, I'm tired, and two, I need to review from my new gig. I'm gonna talk about that in a few minutes, so I'll wait till more of y'all come on. Dang, it's been thundering all day. That rumbling noise. Y'all hear that? I just got through shampooing my hair, so you don't see the wildness. It's just two-handed twists. It's wet, so I was supposed to be wearing a plastic cap under this thing so I could deep condition my hair. I ain't got no dang bag. Anywho, I ain't gonna keep it in here because I think I'm supposed to rinse this out. I'll keep it here for a minute. So, anywho's, remember I was telling y'all last week about I have a question for you. The gyms would change. Wait, the gyms will change their business ideas after we get out of this crisis. Well, I don't know what they're gonna do. Ain't no telling. I know one thing. I don't have a membership at LA Fitness anymore, and I just think it's too early to be trying to open up businesses. I know they said in Florida, in Jacksonville, the beaches were open, but the thing about the beaches being open, it's only from like um 3 hours in the morning and a couple of hours in the evening. It's not like um all day or something. I don't know. It's not. It don't feel. It feels too cold for me, so I don't even. I can't even imagine what the weather feels like in Florida. They will go out of business, or they will find a way to stay. You talking about the gyms, or you talking about the beaches? Hey, Erica. I don't know. All I know is between these two jobs that I got working from home, I ain't gonna be too much going out and about anyway, So I ain't worried about the gyms. I'm gonna have to start walking that Stone Mountain and start walking around my neighborhood and parks and stay far away from people as possible. So it don't. I don't know. I can't be worried about no gym. I need to cut down expenses anyway in a gym membership. It's not in my picture. The only reason why I like going to the gym was really to use the pool and to start doing the classes when I was doing spinning and stuff. But it gets to a point where you have to change your kind of exercise routine you want to do and all those. Oh yeah, remember that product I was telling you, Aunt Jackie's? This is the detangler. The shampoo and stuff is in the bathroom. That product I bought from Target a couple 2 weeks ago, and I was telling y'all I was detangling my hair with this detangler. So I finally used the shampoo and the deep moisturizing conditioner. So right now it's two-handed twist, and I'm sitting here with this wet hair. But I don't know because I can't figure out if I was supposed to rinse it, I guess I'm supposed to rinse it out. It's supposed to be deep conditioning because my hair was so dry. Y'all saw my hair. It was dry as I don't know what. So I think I found me a really good product. And this is not even that expensive. So I'm just sitting here. I'm supposed to be wearing like a plastic cap under it, but I ain't got no shower cap. The plastic one. Hmm. Yeah, it's slicked down nice. See, got all my edges, all the gray edges. So I'll probably just they say you're supposed to put a plastic cap on it, then you're supposed to rinse it out, but I'm gonna probably it says supposed to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Either I'm gonna rinse it out later on tonight because I just finished washing my hair and shampoo and twisting it. And I had it was so dry. I finally combed through all that mess. And yes, girl, yeah, I know. Remember when I last year around was it around this time of year when I had went to that barber shop and they cut it all off and I had it real short. So ain't no telling what the length is if I was to straighten it out. If I was to straighten out my hair, I don't even know what length it is. But my hair has always been naturally curly anyway. And so I'm gonna embrace my curly hair. Not that I've always didn't like it. It was just I've always had it when I was growing up, I never worn my hair out. It was always braided. And I think it was until I was like in high school that I had it out. But even then, in the 80s when they had that big, big hair, that's how my hair was. One day I'm going to show y'all my high school graduation picture. It had like that big poofy hair. It was like the top was, it was that big poofy hair. I don't care if you were black, white. I think everybody had that hair. It was real poofy. You know what I'm talking about with those bands? That's how my hair was. It was like in that poofy, curly style. And then after that, um, I would say at least once a year, I'll have a relaxer in my hair. But shoot, after that, all that burning your scalp and scabs in your scalp when they burn your hair and you couldn't keep the relaxer in my hair too long because it'll all fall out. So I think once the natural hair was in, I was never into weaves. I was never into extensions or nothing like that. So once I said nope, I'm not doing no relaxes and let my hair naturally be whatever the state is, I would say 15, 16, 17 years. But I always had it pulled back in a ponytail. Hey Ruthie, Jeremy, brother. Look at you. Thank you, Erica. Yeah, I have a lot. But it's healthy because well, I don't know health. Well, it's healthy because I don't really do a whole lot. I'm not a hair person. You know how some people would do all these different styles, and I used to always hear this. I don't know why people who got, that type of hair, I'll be doing this to it, I'll be doing that, did it, did it. I said, no, you won't, because if you don't do it to your own hair, what makes you think if you had the type of hair I got, you're gonna do all this stuff? I hate when people used to say that. Then my mother would always say, "You got hair," and my sister Linda, she always be wearing weaves and stuff like that, no edges. Her hair but broken down, but I don't know. I guess the less you do to your hair and let your hair naturally breathe and naturally um let it be what it is. You know who I saw a video the other day? Remember Drive Girl Drive? Yeah, Drive Girl Drive, the one in California, the light skinned girl, Cicely. I always know people by their real name. I came across her video and she was talking about California unemployment. Well, they call it something else. And if you looked at her video or watch her video, I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so different because she always had weaves in her hair and stuff. And she had her natural hair and it was thick and it was like, it looked nice. I was like, oh my goodness. Because they closed down all the hair salons. So, in the barber shops and stuff. So, everybody had to wear their hair natural. If you didn't have a pack of hair or weave in your possession, or everybody hair was growing out, everybody was sitting at home, everybody hair was growing out naturally. And um, so, if you ever see her video, look at her hair. It's like, I was like, and it looked really nice, but you always used to see her in all these different she had a whole lot of different styles, but she always had like a curly weave or braids or something. And she had her natural hair and it looked really good. And you could tell it was um, healthy and, it grew out. So I think during these little quarantine, a lot of women and men hair needs to grow back naturally because if you didn't, Walmart was open, so you could always buy your hair supplies and, shampoos and stuff. But if with hair and the weaves coming from China, so if they didn't get those imported in to the beauty salon, they ain't had no hair weaves and wigs and stuff. Because I know a couple, it was no, not that I was looking for it, but those places were closed. So a lot of people either had to do it out, and they just have to, if they stayed at home, let their hair grow out naturally, let your hair breathe, and you'll be surprised how your hair will really look if you keep it natural. Like I said, I ain't going by no stuff from no China, no weave. That ain't nothing more than dead hair, dead people's hair, and those poor people who would get their hair in India. They grow their hair real long, and then they go to sacrifice and cut their hair, and then they be scraped up to be sold to brokers. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Oh goodness, gracious. Excuse me. So, I'm sitting here with this cold. This cold. This is freezing. Erica, do you think it was cold today? Because I didn't go anywhere outside today. I was in front of my desk for 8 hours doing my training. Oh God. You could sneeze out in public. Everybody be looking at you like, oh, she got the virus. You'll be going freaking out if you sneeze in public. So, Ruthie, what you been up to? I'm sorry, I didn't even call you. You gave me your number. I gotta go back and look for your number, my email. Or better yet, you could call me too or text me. Fiard, what you up to as well? I gotta sneeze one more time. Can't sneeze. But let me tell you though. Oh, you didn't go out? Thank you for blessing me. Well, it's been raining and thundering like early this morning, and then towards the evening, I was like, and then now it stopped raining, but it just feels cold. My poor little seedlings is not even, I'm trying to grow my little vegetable garden and stuff. The little seedlings probably all over watered, but it's, they said to put the seeds out when I know. I picked up a couple of subscribers from a previous channel that I was on. It was like these messy, what they call them? It was the B sector. It's like, oh, some people know what I'm talking about because some people, Lynn, doing your due. Where you at, Lynn? You usually be on here at this time of night. I was on someone else's channel, and then I guess some other people started clicking on my channel. Yeah, I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers at least by the summer. Good grief! I want to be able to use my phone when I'm driving about and stuff like that, so I could record, not just be subject to the desktop because that's the only time I could go on live is when I'm on my desktop. So, and I'm trying to rebrand my channel. I'm not going to be using Lady T. I don't know what I want to do. I know if I change the name, all the subscribers will just carry over to the new name, but I don't know. I have to think about what I'm doing because right now my channel is more like a personal blog of random things. I used to talk about the Uber Eats and Grubhub and doing those channels, but mine was more like a gripe channel, like talking about my experiences with all these food apps and everything. And then I talked about taxes because, my experience in taxes brought me to talk about that because of my previous experience working for the government. Then now I'm not doing the food delivery apps. I mean, I could still do not Instacart, braggy Instacart. I could still do Amazon Flex if I wanted to, and I could also do the other one, which is people at work stressing me out at my rise too. What do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. My ride is too. Oh, and I still do the other. I'm still signed on to do Amazon Flex and Roadie. So I did Roadie two years ago, but I'm still on that account. I use them as a customer, and then I also used it as a um, driver. I did one delivery when I first. That's all I did was one, and it was pretty good. It was. I was in the area somewhere in Johns Creek or Alpharetta, and someone wanted me to pick up some flowers and deliver it, and I think I got like $40 or something. Hey, speed bump. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up too. You see, I got my little cash app on my little banner. I need me some I need to I ain't begging because I'm not one to beg, but I need to grow my channel so I could really start um investing more in trying to do, I had to put it out in paper how I'm gonna do it. I want to grow my channel, like, start writing back in my um develop my I don't know why I feel like about to sneeze, but develop my web page and start doing more focusing on like trying to create like digital content. I want to do, I want to really, 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 really um grow my business. I don't want to do a channel based on work at home jobs, reporting work at home jobs and things like that. When I talk about that, I'm just going to talk on a personal level about it. But anyway, let me tell you. So this is the last week officially for training at Concentrix, and the end of the on Wednesday or Thursday we take our final test. It might be Thursday. And then you have to pass the test in order for you to move on to the next thing they call it. That's when you actually on production, and then but you still getting a little bit more help, and so that's gonna be this week. So I got 4 more days before we take our final test and everything. Multiple choice, I'm gonna do the best I can, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it because if I worked at Wipro and all those other stinky companies in the past, and all that ratchetness and that half-ass training that we were doing, and I managed to pass. The only reason why I didn't like it was just the whole environment, working with a bunch of millennials, and it wasn't so much because they were millennials. It was just working with a bunch of hood rats and fighting on the floor, fighting at work, you know, just plain ass ghetto. That's what I didn't like about it. Exactly. Hey, colors. That was just ooh. That was my biggest problem. Not it was just one company. It was all of them. The last, yeah, they sure did get physical. Got me all up in the mix. But that was at Wipro, and then um, the next two um, companies weren't any better. I mean, they was I don't know if anybody could beat Wipro, but those other two, they was just as bad. It was oof, it was just as bad. I don't even know who stopped it. It just, I guess, I don't even remember who stopped it. I get because there's so many people in the thing. I guess I technically stopped it, but because I was the one in the mix. I was just sitting talking to little B, and then she started. I said, "Girl, don't let that go, let that go," and she jumped up and. Oh, they did get fired. Trust and believe. One was about to leave anyway, and I told her, "Girl, you better take that job with AT&T." And she had got another job with AT&T, but I think she was supposed to start in the next few weeks or something. I don't know what happened. I don't even know what happened to that Wipro call center. To be honest, all I know is if you're looking for a job and you live in Atlanta, they hiring. They don't. They can't. They will not hire any previous person who worked there. Because I tried to go back, but it was under a different contract and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Bump it, because I had quit. I resigned to take a position at another company called T Tech, and then turn around the lying ass people. I mean, they said it was seasonal, but the way they made it seem, an impression was, oh, we'll have a new contract after that. So that's why I left. Other than that, I would have sat my happy ass right on that Wipro, doing nothing and waiting until they finally um, got some other new I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what they would have done? All I know is they hiring right now, and I don't even know if they even got the contract for Best Buy technical support because they had technical support for Best Buy, and what I was doing with them was it wasn't on the phone. It was kind of like medical billing in a way, but it wasn't medical billing. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what the thing they had us doing. All I knew we was sitting around 8 hours a day doing nothing, getting paid. And I was like, something ain't right. And I just couldn't see myself sitting there all day just talking in a circle. Hey, Michelle. So I don't know what they were doing. And then when I went to T Tech, I learned, um, with Medicaid customer service for CVS, so that was pretty good, but that half-ass training. But I managed to go, you know, their training was okay, but I catch on to things real well, And I was, I just did my work, did what I had to do, and yeah, Atlanta they don't pay much of nothing. So then from T Tech went to another raggedy company saying, it was like, put it this way, a lot of the people who worked at every company that I worked for those last three, they all worked there at one point or another. Yeah, I used to work there. I worked at Wipro. Yeah, I worked at T Tech. Yeah, I worked at, everybody had this like literally like circle around that worked at these same companies. So they all are third party companies for major companies like AT&T and Sprint and some others. And it was a trip though, I could tell you that. So I like where I'm at, and it's a whole lot different. Let me tell you how it's different. Look at my hand. That's how it's different. And even though they're not in Atlanta, it's like people from Canada, all over the country, the trainers, they live so in the Midwest. Every person that came in, they talked about the company and they were HR and they were this. They were not this. Even though I'm light, but they were not this. Y'all know. I mean, people say, you're mulatto. No, I'm not. Both my parents are black, you know. But anywho, I always said that comment because I read someone's comment from 10 videos ago and they, oof, I don't want to talk about that dumb person. I was like, bitch, please. You commenting on something from last year? But you probably one of those mulattoes. I didn't even read the whole thing. I said, dumb bitch. Black folks could be your own worst enemy sometimes. They really can. They be your own worst ones. And people want to jump on stupid stuff. Like this other thing last night. These people were jumping on some guy named Jason and they were talking about he doxing and he calling people nigger. Yeah. He did. I said, you know what? Please sit down. Have 10 seats. You're worrying about somebody who don't even know and they gone in an uproar, but then y'all brought him on the channel. That's another discussion because y'all probably say, what's she talking about? But that's a whole new discussion. It's these other sectors on YouTube. I've been watching these craziness and every week is something new. They'll jump on one person and talk about this and then they circulate and they want to get all mad. They're messing up my money. He doxing me, and I better not lose my Section 8 housing. And what the hell, yelling and screaming. I said, you know what? All that yelling and screaming, but yet, nobody said nothing when they all came together in Atlanta on some surprise trip and thinking they was going to make a TV show out of this little messy segment, B sector from on YouTube. But I had to talk about that. So, anywho, so last week I was telling y'all about the company that I was interviewing with. Well, it really wasn't an interview. And what yesterday, all day Saturday, is non-paid. And basically, I'm an independent contractor for those infomercials. When you go and get that, it's a whole bunch of products, that oven thing, whatever, Lagrassi ovens and Instapot and all these other kind of 900 number, not 900 number, 800 numbers on infomercial. So that's what I started doing yesterday. We did training. Training was non-paid, of course, and then it's similar to Live Ops. Matter of fact, Live Ops is the other. Yeah, that's it. So Live Ops is the other company that takes calls for those infomercials, and the company that that's Rain, and the company that I work for is like one of the competitors. So I don't know, but let me tell you the difference between those certain different companies. Now I could explain that in a minute. So this company Next Rep. I'm gonna put the thing in the next Rep. This is the company. Next Rep. They hiring people to work from home, and you take calls for these infomercials, right? So people already want to order the products. So all you do is take your inbound calls, you process the orders, and you get paid 20 cents a minute during the weekday. So you figure that's what 20 cents a minute, and say you're not on the phone for an hour, but say for every hour at 20 cents a minute is $12 basically. And then of course you get other incentives when you offer other things during that call. Now, you're not selling anything, but you just have to offer it because you say, okay, we give you free $100 worth of coupons, a free gift card, and if you're not, da da da, whatever it is. It's like a whole bunch of products. It's not just one product; it's several. So, so basically, you're an independent contractor, and you choose you work whenever schedule you want. They open 24/7. So you choose your schedule based on 15-minute increments of block time. Remember when I worked at last year when I did TurboTax, and it's the same thing, but the only difference is I was doing the taxes and people call in. So every time someone calls in, you get paid for every minute that you're talking on the phone with these people. Now this contract, they say it runs 2 times a year, from January to June and then July to December. And yep, you get people from all over the U.S., probably over the world too. But I would think you would get people all over the world. I guess wherever that infomercial or commercial is shown, basically that's where you get the calls from. So yeah. So basically, that's how you get paid. And the person who was training, well, it was so many people because they had to hire, they had to do like it had to be about 70 something people on Saturday, and they didn't mean they went through a lot. So yeah, you are trained. Training was only one day because they need people so bad that they did it for like one day. Normally it's 2 weeks, but I can't see how that could have been 2 weeks, but that's what they said. But it's everything is on the screen. So right now, like before I get off tonight, before I go to sleep tonight, I'm gonna have to finish doing some of the other quizzes or whatever about the products. You have to take these quizzes. So I got about 6 more to do. It's not long, but it's just like a product knowledge. Everything's on the screen. So the pay, the way they was explaining it, one of the ladies, she said she was doing it for 5 years, 6 years or something, but now she's an employee. And she said she wished that she stayed as an independent contractor because people who are independent contractors make more money than her being an employee. Because she said that she didn't like, she didn't really in the beginning like the way about upselling. She said she didn't really like that. But then when she realized how much money is made from that, she was like, she took a different approach. She said it all depends on how you approach it. You're not selling it, hard selling. If they say you just have to offer it, if they say no, and then move on, and that's it. So she said that people making like a thousand, no, they get paid every 2 weeks, and they were getting anywhere from like $1,000 to $2,000. And basically it's what you put into it. So she said, you have to do a minimum of 20 hours. 20 hours, no, a minimum is 10 hours on the weekend. So that means you could do 5 and 5 or 10 hours on a Saturday or whatever, as long as you do minimum 10 hours on the weekend. And they have a new client, but they won't say what it is. They also looking for people to do chat. I think it's Instacart. I really do. It's either Instacart or it's Ship. I don't know, but it's one of those two. But it was something with people calling about their groceries, and then you're supposed to help them, like either the driver or customer. I think it's Ship. I don't know. It's one of the two, and they're looking for people for that. And you're gonna be like in a chat room, and you're supposed to help people with the in regards to the driver with the groceries or something. So they just started that. So when I applied 2 weeks ago, they didn't tell you which company or which contract it would be. So they said, well, you're interested in customer service, sales, whatever, whatever. So I think whatever I put, they just offered me the contract that I'm talking about now. And they've been having that for years, so that's not new. But the other companies, they said they just got on. They need more people, but they won't stay. I said, well, what if you want to go into another contract? Can you go and do that too? But I think that because certain teams already invested in trying to get people on, because they was like basically like I could have gone on there tonight and worked. But I said my confusion was I said, are we going to finish the quizzes first and then we could get on? So I will be working this week with that company as well as the one I'm working with as an employee. So I'm gonna do two. So I won't really be going anywhere. And then at my merchandising gig jobs, the little gig jobs I was doing with the groceries, checking the audits and all that other stuff. I'm not saying I'm gonna put that behind the burner, or not do them. I'm probably still do that, but I'm just gonna finish this week, pass the training with Concentrix, and then we go into nesting. So then when we go into nesting, we will have Tuesday, Wednesday off, or something like that. One of those 2 days off from 9 to 5:30. Then I have to do a shift bid. But the first things first is go through the training, take my quiz, take the final test, and on Thursday we get 2 chances to take it. You have to get an 80. And it's 35 questions, multiple choice, and everything is in the, you know, everything is online, not online, everything is in the, they call, it's not Google where you Google the answers, but it's all in the knowledge base, basically. So I've worked with knowledge base at several different companies. So it's just knowing how to do key terms and stuff like that. So that shouldn't be hard. I've had years and years of experience. So, but that's what I've been doing in regards to, hey, thunder lightning like that. So I've been doing, yesterday started this new thing, and then I'm gonna do the other quizzes tonight for about a couple, maybe an hour, a couple of hours. Oh, and then I'm gonna look on the schedule and put myself on next rep and see when I'll be working. But most people probably do infomercials and be up at night ordering stuff online and stuff. So I'll probably be doing mine like a few hours, like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Because, being at home and it's kind of not messing up my sleep pattern because it's like I could literally just wake up, go to the next room, log on, do whatever, I ain't gotta rush. Oh my God, I gotta drive now, 85 to 85, you know, 34, 40 minutes. I just literally get up, walk to the next room. I got two offices. This is my bedroom, but I ain't got no bed in here because I sleep in the other bedroom. So, and then, so this is an office. Do mind you, the background, you see that, I didn't feel like taking all that stuff to the garage. So I left it up there because I said, dang, if I ever put a bed in here, then I didn't want to drag all that stuff back upstairs. So I left it against the wall. So then the other computer is in the other room. Y'all used to see me in the other room. So I took my main personal computer, well, business computer, and then took the other computer and put it and kept it in that room. And then I have an Ethernet cord that stretches across the room because it's hardwired. So, and I need to bring this hardwire back because it's too long, and I could get it cheaper. Because I was like, dang, I didn't even need 50 feet. I only needed 25 feet, but I didn't want to know how many. I could have measured it before I left, but they had Ethernet cords and business supplies. Everybody's working from home. They was running out of things. I had to go to three different, not three, but they had to locate three different office depots to find an Ethernet cord. So, but basically that's what I've been doing. So I'm going to be doing two of these things working from home, and I'll keep y'all updated. I'm not going to tell y'all the other company, but if you're interested, go to that website, nextrep.com, and you could apply. What do you mean? I don't understand. Why are you asking riddles? Just stay at home. What do you mean? I'm talking about working from home. This is going to be permanent. You mean the shelter in place? They already was talking about certain states were easing in the opening up businesses. Like in Florida, they want to open up the beach, but it's only open up part in the morning and then part in the evening, and that's it. It's not fully open. Whenever this they was talking about the early part of May. It's almost we're already halfway in April. They talking about I don't know. I don't even. Oh yeah, I get my check on Wednesday. I went on iris.gov, checked your payment, and they said mine's gonna be direct deposited on Wednesday. Now let me tell you, the IRS always direct deposit checks on Wednesdays. It's Tuesday and Wednesday. Or is it Wednesdays? I know Wednesday for sure. They always do deposits on Wednesday, so they you should be happy with the first check. Boy, you better think of if I get that first check. I ain't spending mine like that. And the good thing is I get paid on Friday, so I get paid twice. I'm getting two checks, maybe three, because I didn't get my state tax return yet. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Plus, I get my return from 2 years ago. I never filed my return for that. I got a refund coming for that, but I got to mail that off and I got to wait. So I'd rather be in the hole and just put stuff back knowing that it's coming than to get something and then people are like, oh my God, I ain't got no money, I'm broke. And then you're going to be broke because that little $1,200, yeah, it's going to pay, maybe most of the mortgage, well, not most, all of the mortgage and maybe one other bill, 900 something for the mortgage, and then pay what, maybe another couple bills here and there. My utility bills ain't that well. It's been kind of high lately because I've been running the dang heat, but I just yeah, that little $1,200, it'll pay a few bills. It'll pay about 2, 3 bills for the month. But I'm not spending my refund. I'm not spending my stimulus check on foolishness. No, no. I know some people, you know, I don't know what they're gonna do. Can't count my money. I ain't counting yours. But I'm not gonna do foolishness. Put it that way. I either, try to build back my savings account, my emergency fund, and trying to build that back up. Because let me tell you, if even if you were to open up businesses and dang Trump talking about it's the Democrats' fault. It's all the Democrats in the state, people just going crazy in Texas, up there at the state house. Open it up now, protesting. Why you out there protest at the Capitol in Texas? Talk about open up the government. Open no, open up businesses. We need to be open. I need my job. One lady, she screaming at the car, I need my job. I'm like, bitch, if you don't stop that yelling and screaming, how you know you even have a job to go to? Let me tell you, all these businesses, I don't know if a lot of them ain't gonna be able to recover. You can open up, but some of these businesses was on the brinks anyway before this thing virus. Before this virus came, some businesses was on this last whatever. And some businesses, particularly fast food places, they need to close down. Burger King being one. I don't give a damn about Burger King. They can close. They need to close that nasty place down. They need to close Red Lobster. Now I know people be like, "What the bitch she done? She talk about Red Lobster need to close." Yes, Red Lobster, Burger King. Let me see who else is on that damn list. Mm, certain McDonald's franchises with their little rude, nasty customer service. Um, who else need to be on that thing? Don't ever come back. Um, I know Taco Bell. They opened up. They remodeled a lot of the Taco Bells, and I seen a lot of Wendy's remodeled. No, either they were remodeled. No, they got the nerve to be remodeled, and then you got the name be ratchet. But they building up some brand new Wendy's around the area where I live. I was like, I said, they need to close that nasty ass Wendy's up the street on Rockbridge Road in Lilburn, but they rude ass. But better yet, maybe they don't need to close them. Maybe they just need to fire all those dang people and just start all over with a new crew that cares. But a lot of people, they don't care. The only people who really going to give good service, regardless, is Chick-fil-A. And even then, Chick-fil-A is not going to be on my to eat anymore because I don't know. I just think that they need to go back to cooking their chicken in peanut oil because it don't taste good anymore like it used to. It ain't been tasting that good in the last couple of years, to be honest. But it's something about the chicken sandwich. It just certain franchise. I don't know. I had a chicken sandwich the other day. I said, "Oh, well, might as well done. No butter, no pickle." And the chicken sandwich just didn't taste good anymore. I don't know. It's like my taste for Chick-fil-A is kind of dwindling. But you know, and I always like McDonald's breakfast, but I always like their sweet tea because I like sweet tea. But I hate going wrangling back and forth over. I want my fries hot. It could be hot, but I don't like going to the drive-through. They just give you anything, and then you supposed to drive off. I need my stuff fresh. So Chick-fil-A need to hurry up and open back up so I can sit down and eat my chicken. my meal like I used to. But they ain't got no taste like it used to. So I don't know. Like I said, I need to find me some not new places to eat. Yeah, I like waffle fries. That's what I love. I like the waffle fries at Chick-fil-A. But I don't know. It's something about, like I said, close Burger King, don't ever come back. Close Captain, no. Captain D's, you could tell they on the brink too. Um, Let me see who else. Yep, close Burger King. They yuck burgers, nasty ass Burger King. They need to start closing down Hardee's because Hardee's. I try to patronize Hardee's, but every time I go there, I'm like, never mind. Sonic Steak and Shake. You know what? Steak and Shake. I read they were closing down. Well, they were going through restructuring. They filed for bankruptcy. They said they was closing, and then they said they're going to reopen it up. So they was restructuring Steak and Shake anyway. But they on the brinks. I don't know how they still keeping on. Sonic. I never really tried to give Sonic a chance. In and Out. Steak and Shake, they fries are too thin. It's like, oof. It's like you got to pick up almost like a handful just to get one good eat out of anything at the fries. And I don't like the way they smash those burgers down like they crazy. Ooh, speaking of burgers, that expensive. Um, what's that place I used to eat all the time? Not Fat Burger. We ain't got no Fat Burger in Georgia. What's the other one that we always going to all the time? That little $13, $14. It's like I could see it. Hey, Hogan reports. Yeah, Bojangles was good, but they closed the Bojangles. They closed the Bojangles up in up the street. Now, well, it's considered up the street, but it's really like Lilburn. They closed that Bojangles down. I was like, God dang, they had just opened up. Not even that. Not even less than 3 years, and they closed that Bojangles down. Bojangles is real popular in South Carolina because they based out of Greenville. You know what I told y'all what happened to me when I went to Bojangles a few months ago? They had that little landscaping thing, and I fell straight up on my face and busted my knee. And they took a report down. I ain't heard nothing from them since. And I tried to contact a lawyer, but I said, you know what, as long as I ain't torn no ligaments, but shoot. Bojangles closed down. They only got a very few Bojangles, but they always been empty anyway. They never really been busy. Even before this coronas, they never had no business at Bojangles. You go up and bang, it'll be empty. Like there'll probably a few white folks up in there because old white people like to eat. They love to eat some Bojangles. Yeah, they what the I don't know. Bojangles was good, but it wasn't as good like it. Oh, we ain't got no Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box been closed since I was 10 in New York. I had never seen Bojangles. I was probably 6, 7 years old when I saw Bojangles in the Bronx in New York. And it was one. And I ain't seen it since. When they stopped using peanut oil, probably in the last 5, 6 years, I could tell the difference. I could tell the difference in the chicken. They used to use peanut oil when they cooked their chicken sandwich. Now, nope. Plain old canola or vegetable or whatever oil it is. It's not peanut oil. I ain't never seen no Jack in the Box. Yeah, Hardee's is. I know Hardee's used to be big in New York. They used to have the chicken. No, that was Roy Rogers. Never mind. They had the same colors and stuff. It used to be Roy Rogers, and then after that, I saw it change to Hardee's or something. See, Hardee's used to be really good when they used to make chicken. They need to go back to doing that because they ain't kicking it with that burgers. And what's that burger place that I'm talking about? That I used to go there. Yeah, they had White Castle in New York. Yeah, Crystals. Yeah, that's the other one that need to be on the list. Crystals. Crystals need to be on the Roy Rogers got bought out by Hardee's. They sold I think they sold it to Hardee's because for some reason Roy Rogers in New York used to be really good. I was like, oh my God. What is the damn burger place? Y'all know I used to eat there all the time. Not public sandwiches either, but what was the other one? Not Jersey Mike. What's the other one? They sure do. Popeyes, the only time Popeyes had good service, and I don't even say it was good service, when they were trying to do that thing sandwich, chicken sandwich war with Chick-fil-A. Why it was a lot outside of Krispy Kreme. Because Krispy Kreme had a dozen donuts for $6.99 the other day. No, it's Five Guys. That's it. Five Guys. That's my burger place. Five Guys. That was my place. I like Whataburger. You know, when I went to visit my sister a couple of years ago in Houston, we went to a Whataburger. That was good. I was like, interesting. It was something about that Whataburger that was so good, but they only had one in Alabama, I heard, and then after that, I don't think there's nowhere else. Whataburger was going to be bought out by a big company based in Chicago, and they was going to buy the Whataburgers. I don't know what happened to that, but it was a fit because Whataburger was like a Houston or a Texas staple. It was like because it was like a privately owned company, and the family one, I guess they had it for years and years, and some company wanted to buy out Whataburger in Texas, and they were like, "Oh no, it ain't gonna be the same." And the people in Texas, they just like don't be messing with their Whataburger. But when I went there to visit my sister, we went there. It was good. It was really good. I think when I go and visit Texas again, my sister, we gonna have to go to Whataburger. But Five Guys, that's my place too. I have not eaten Five Guys in months because I don't even think if they, you can't go inside. I think that I'm not, and I refuse to order any food through anybody's app. I'm not going to Grubhub. I'm not doing Uber Eats. I'm not doing none of those things just to get my food delivered. If I can't get my own stuff, I don't need it. And I can just eat whatever in my pantry right downstairs and cook. And to be honest, that's what I've really saved a lot of money in gas, eating out, and I'm really going to save some money come next month. I see Kroger is making all employees wear masks starting tomorrow. Really? They've been started doing that. Clothing. And then they got that, what's that noise? And then they got that glass over the thing. I think that if they decide to ease their way in opening up the economy, I guess wearing people gonna be wearing masks and walking around. They not. I do not trust walking around thinking things gonna be back to normal. Carl Juniors is also like Hardee's. Yeah, Carl Juniors is a Hardee's company. Carl Juniors. Hardy used to be so good, but I don't know. That one on 78, you know, you know which one I'm talking about, Erica. The one on 78. See, unless you got some coupons or something, I just can't see myself um paying a whole lot for. No, that's not true because I ate at McDonald's at $6.99, which is comparable to Hardee's, but Hardee's is a little bit expensive and it could be a little bit low quality to me. Unless you go for the specials. But other than that, I just, it just all depends. I don't know. All I know is this. They open up these economy, they need to be a little bit more. I think it depends on what it is, it's gonna be a little bit more cautious about it. Wendy's is nasty, especially the ones I've gone to the last couple of times in the last few months. Never again. Five Guys, I never tried a milkshake before. But me with that dang Vitamix, if I want to get milkshake, I can make my own. I don't see they no, they use probably cream. I don't know what they do. It's just too expensive. Like I said, fries and a burger is almost 13, $12 or something. It ain't include no drink. That's why I be walking in with my cup. I'll be like, shh. Or I just get a little water cup and fill it up with something to drink. I was like, but KFC, yeah, I got a Vitamix. That's expensive as a Vitamix, and I hardly haven't used it as much. But I'm gonna start using it again. I got the Vitamix. I made it. I bought it from QV. Was it QVC? Yeah, I bought it on QVC or something like that, and broke it up into 4 or 5 payments. That's why I've been trying to grow my damn vegetable garden outside, but this day weather's not making my seedlings look any good. So I'm gonna start using my Vitamix more because I haven't really been able to. It was about 600 and something bucks, but it's like a lifetime warranty. It's really good. I just haven't used it in a while because I have. You know why? Because I've been running around, running around, running around, that I hardly didn't even cook. Really? What you make out of yours? Because I wanted to make a lot of different smoothies and stuff. I even bought these mason jars for $5. It was like four in a jar. So I was gonna start making my smoothies. But it's the summertime. It's just about coming into weather where a lot of fruits be more in season. So I'm gonna start when summer comes. That's when I buy a lot of fruits and vegetables, and I'm gonna start doing my smoothies again, and probably do the soups. What you make out of yours? Because I want to start making. I want to find some really good recipes. They gave me a recipe book because I got the one you're supposed to make dough and bread, but I haven't gone to the farmers market to buy ingredients to make bread. Everybody's buying stuff up like this thing out of style. So I'm gonna start using mine. I'm gonna do my smoothies. I'm gonna use the other one to make bread, And I wanted the other day, I wanted to make a banana bread from scratch. I was looking on YouTube. So I know all those coupons that be in the mailbox, and I would just throw them in the garbage. But Burger King got the nerve. You got $500 worth of coupons. Ain't nobody give a dang about no Burger King with no $500 worth of coupons. Luring someone to go to Burger King. Hell no. That Burger King, you know which one I'm talking about, right there on 78. They need to close that one down. Rude ass service. They've been rude for the last 2, 3 years. I had to go there to Burger King when I used to do Grubhub and pick up food. Nobody be there, but yet you said you just made it. I said I want my burger off the grill, and oh, disgusting. No, that was Wendy's that did that crap. Burger King too, they did it too. The one on Memorial Drive, I would never go there. Never would go to one that Burger King on Memorial Drive. Nope. And then that one right there at the corner on 78. Mm-mm. How you mess up a burger if I say no butter? No, I say no ketchup, no mayonnaise, no mustard. You know, I have no condiments. All you putting on there is a regular hot burger, cheese, lettuce, tomato. How you mess that up? Exactly. Sure, we'll be side-eyeing them and not wearing gloves. Like, nope, nope. Cause you know the thing, Chick-fil-A, couple of Chick-fil-A's, they say they don't take cash. Oh, bread with what? No, I said I was gonna make banana bread from scratch. Cause see, my Vitamix comes with another blender. You can make bread. You can make all these different kind of breads and stuff, and it has the recipe book for the bread. And then I have another recipe book for whatever. So, I'm gonna go to the Cab Farmers Market. I'm gonna buy. Um, it doesn't have to be just the Cash Market. I could also go to Aldi and just start buying the ingredients to start making bread, homemade bread, and they say you can make homemade butter. And I ain't got no butter, and I got pancakes, and I ain't got no butter. But you can make a lot of things. So I'm gonna start using my Vitamix though. Sure will. The only reason, like I said, the only reason why I haven't been doing it was because like I've been running around, running around. So, but yeah, some Chick-fil-A want you to pay in the app. I Yeah, they suggested they want people to use the app to pay, but I think because it's a franchise, I think it depends on what they're gonna do. But there's a Chick-fil-A, Briarcliff Road, big ass sign. We do not take cash, credit cards only, because you have to go through the drive-through, so they don't take cash. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not using, I mean, I used to use my debit card all the time too, but I'm not trying to I don't like going through the drive-through anyway. So, but that's all right. We'll see what happens when they decide they're going to either open up the economy or open up the government or whatever they want to do. But all these fast food places and restaurants and stuff, they ain't really losing no money. It's just the fact that all the food was being picked up from the different food delivery apps, or if they had a drive through, you go to the drive through and pick it up. So, and Chick-fil-A has always been crowded with their drive through anyway, way before this happened. They drive to be wrapped around the building way before this Corona thing happened. The only thing that Chick-fil-A lost in regards to people coming in the restaurant was they always had these different events What Vitamix you have? Mm, I don't know. I know it's blue. It's not the cheaper one. I bought the more higher end one. It's the higher end Vitamix because I remember it was the the professional version of it. I would show y'all what I got, but I gotta go downstairs and bring it upstairs, come back down. It was about 600 and something dollars. That's the one I got. It's a bigger container. It's not a small one. Yeah, I got that one too. The one with the stick. Comes with a stick. Hey, Sea Henner. It came with the stick. It came with the two recipe books, and then I got another one where you're supposed to make dough, like dry goods. That's what I got. So it came with one big, huge container, and then it came with the other smaller one. That's the one I got. Cause I swore I was gonna be making bread, and I was like, "Ooh, I could make bread, and I could do this and did. I ain't did nothing yet. I still didn't even use the dang mini one. See, now when you think about it, I'm gonna use my Vitamix, and I got the one where you're supposed to preset the different temperatures or whatever, not temperature, different knobs, and then you press it, and then it's supposed to do whatever it's supposed to do, and then it's shut off by itself. It's not digital. Well, I guess you could say it's not digital one, but when you turn the knobs and you have self cleaning or make ice cream or make soup, all of that's the one I got. I try to make a soup, but it said it's supposed to steam, like it automatically supposed to steam into soup. I try to make one, but I don't know if I like tortilla soup. Tortilla soup. You got the cooking book with your Vitamix too, or you just got the if I should wash I wonder if I should wash this thing out of my hair. Mm-hmm. I said that cookbook is right in the other room. Matter of fact, it used to be on this game counter for the minute for the longest. You know what? I'm gonna make something out of mine tomorrow if I buy the mix. Now when I'm working for this other company with the infomercials, I don't need to buy now. No, I don't need to buy now one more product or something on my counter. I don't need to buy no confection, nothing. I need to just keep what I got. Well, send me some recipes. Send me some recipes so I could start making some stuff. But like I said, I think the only reason why I haven't used mine as much is because I've been always running and running and running, and then didn't hardly cook. That's probably why I didn't use mine. Not because, but I'm gonna start using mine because I also got a juicer too. I also have a juicer. Oh, you freelance a lot too. Yeah, I'm gonna start using my juicer too. But you know what? Like I said, it's hard to do those things. Yeah, I got that brittle. I got that too. That's why I don't go to Whole Foods and buy juice and stuff. Little juicers. Oh, let me give me a. Nope, I got that right at home. I take a picture of the different juice and say, you know what? I can make this same juice. You know, but the good thing about it is that you can use that pulp and then just put it in that Vitamix, and you can use it and not throw away that pulp. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Aldi's tomorrow morning before I start work tomorrow and buy me a couple. Oh no, I'm gonna go to Aldi tomorrow and buy me a couple of fruit and vegetables and make me a smoothie tomorrow. So tomorrow night, whatever, I'm gonna make it and then I'm gonna drink it in front of y'all so y'all can know that I've used my Vitamix. They use a Vit. Well, I never been to Jamba Juice, but some of these places that I've gone to that sell those juices, they use a Vitamix. They use the Vitamix. It's just more of an industrial one for restaurants, but it's the same thing. Yep, they use a Vitamix. It's the same thing. So yep, all I need to do is go to the store tomorrow, buy me some if they got strawberries, if it's fresh, and a bag of spinach, and probably I need to buy some almond milk for my oatmeal. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy a couple of things. I'm not gonna buy a lot because I need to come back. I need to come back home. I need to be back home before noon to log on and stuff. So I'm just gonna run up to the Aldi, buy me a couple of little staples, and run my little Vitamix and start mixing me a smoothie because I want to make something with that ginger I bought because my feet has been killing me, and it's look like I got that emphysema. Look like I'm developing that because my blood sugar is probably high as I don't know what. So I need to start making a I need to start making more of a natural type of juice, not juice like sugar, but um different things as a detox liver detox cleanse. Because I used to always do beets. I'll go to farmers market. I'll buy beets, carrots, ginger, and I would drink it. I would not blend it, but juice it, and I would drink that, and it was helping me with my diabetes. And someone said if you do ginger, there's a whole bunch of different ginger and um, carrots or whatever. So I'm going back to my regimen like I used to do, and celery. I don't like celery juice. I like celery to eat it, but not. I don't like celery as a to juice it down. Some reason I just don't like celery juice, but I can eat celery. So I need to start going back to my routine, what I used to do, because I used to juice like it was nothing. And I always say, man, I wish I had me a Vitamix. Now I got one. So I'm gonna start using it because I had this old blender, which I still got, and I bought this other one that not Blendtec, the other one. I need to get rid of that. It ain't nothing wrong with it, but it ain't nothing like the Vitamix. So you know what? I guess when the summer come, I should have a garage sale. Get rid of all that stuff I got. Or better yet, I could just give it to somebody who wants it. I ain't getting rid of my Vitamix. I'm not getting rid of my juice. I'm talking about the other machine I got. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And I don't have the cups. That's the thing. You know, it had like 3, 4 cups, but this other one I had, I don't know what happened to that. But usually we put the little cup to make your own individual. Yeah, I've done Instacart. Mm-hmm. Waste of breath. Yes, I have done Instacarts, Henner. Why, you thinking about doing Instacart? I don't want to deter nobody from doing it because I know, money is hard to come by. But I've done Instacart. I've made a killing with Instacart. I looked back at my bank statement just the other day because I still could log onto the account and it'll show me ship. Ship is better in a sense. I don't know. I did both. I did ship, but I only did ship for a couple weeks, and it was right around the holidays and holiday time, and I was driving all over Atlanta, chasing after these big orders, and it was oh, you applied? What are you talking about? And which one you said they didn't choose you? Ship or not? Well, they did, but it was hard to tell because I would see when I did ship. This was like 3 years ago. This was about 3 years ago. I did it all wrong. I was trying to chase after the big money. I was going from Alpharetta, Tucker, all the way to wherever, all over the place. I used to start like 6 in the morning, and I didn't get home until about 11 o'clock at night. Hey, your pleasure, 721. And when I did ship, I was making about 700 something a week, but I was driving a whole lot of miles and was spending a whole lot of money in gas, and that was that dang Kia. When I had that Kia, that car was more of a sportier car, and it has a big tank. Ain't no way my tank is 16 get almost 16 gallons, and it was costing me almost 40 something dollars in gas. And all that miles and all that. Ooh, I don't. Now it's worth it for ship or Instacart or both. It just depends. See. It depends on where you at. When you do Instacart, see, I did Instacart. I would stay right around Snellville, um, up in that country club areas. Well, see, you must have missed my in beginning of my introduction about my work at home jobs I got. I tell you, I started a new one yesterday. It was for these taking these calls for the Instacart, not Instacart, infomercials. I'll put the thing in again. Next rep. They say they contract is 6 months, but they renew it every 6 months. They looking for people. So if you go to nextrep.com, they're looking for people. The only thing about with these companies working from home is you have to invest in not a lot of money, but like for instance, I had to buy this Ethernet cord, which was about 30 something dollars. I'm about to take that back and get me a smaller one. I'm talking about length. I didn't need 50 feet. I got the thing wrapped around the door. I didn't need that big cord. Some of these companies they want you to pay for the background check. So I had to pay $24 for the background check. Um, I needed to buy a new computer anyway, but if you have a real old computer and they want you to use your own computer sometimes, you may have to buy another computer. But if you work at certain companies, you may not have to buy a computer. They'll send you one because you have to use the computer. Because I know Amazon Flex sent me one, a little Chromebook, which I still got in the drawer. They never asked for it back. I called them and told them, I said, y'all want this thing back? And I ain't heard nothing from them. So I kept it just in case if I ever. Um, no. Mm-mm. I mean, as long as it's not 40, $50 for a background check. I mean, I just write that off on my taxes for next year. So all these expenses that I've accrued this year for next year, this computer, this laptop, 700 something, um, the background checks, um, all the computer wire, all my phone bill, light bill, all that's going to be tax write off. That's going to be a lot. So, but it's worth it. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you, there are so many different companies that's working from home. I have a former coworker of mine. She just got a job working from home. He put this company in there. She just got started. She just got hired to this company. Oops. Sutherland.com. I don't know what she's doing because I just got the message today when I asked her what she was up to. And she was interviewing with that company maybe about a week, 2 weeks ago. I spoke to her. Yeah, remember that yacht? That was my damn the demise from Instacart, that bitch. If I had never took that order and that one and the other one, they all lived around the same area. I'm shopping and you calling me. They got chicken wings. They got this. They got that. And you calling Whole Food. You know, it was like 9:30 at night. They closed at 10. And you asking me if they had this, that, or another. Next time I'm gonna get that dried up food and just put it. But I should have canceled. And it was one of us. Just because you think you live in a little country club thing, and I should have canceled. When people do stuff like that, I should have said nope. Look, I don't need the money that bad. Click, canceled. And when it went about my merry business, I probably still would have been doing Instacart if it wasn't for that. If it wasn't for that incident, but I would never, never go back with Instacart again. Never. I can't wait till I get my damn settlement check from them. Matter of fact, I need to contact that law office in California because I got a letter from months ago, maybe going in a year now, that they had a class action suit, and I never did see that damn check. Never did get it. So I need to call. Once this business start running up again, I need to contact them. I need to call. I need to ask Lynn if she remembered because I was due a settlement check and I never got it. Never got it. Never received it. Yep, they sure were. No, the customer was on the app and she was like keep messaging me in the app, messaging me on the app, and then she called Whole Food asking them if they had. After I told her, showed her a picture of the dried up that hot bar they got at Whole Food. I just asked them did they had any more whatever it was she wanted, some chicken from the bar. Do they tax settlement checks? No. Nope. Nope. They don't tax settlement checks. Now, if you had a settlement check from a law, see now some people go to those law firms and they get that money from whomever, and the money, the lawyer fees that you paid that come out of your check, you could write that off. If you pay legal fees, because you pay legal fees just because you get a check from those car accidents or whatever, those legal fees you deduct. But the money you get from the settlement is not taxed unless they changed it. But from the last time I've always looked it up, you didn't have to pay that. So, but those little class action suit checks, those not taxed. No, you ain't gotta pay no tax on that, and you don't pay tax on that stimulus check that they giving out too. You got 300K. Go ahead, and give me a cash app. T Smallwood. You can just give me $5. They don't take taxes out. I'm talking about the legal fees came out of that check. They're not gonna take. They don't take taxes. They don't. You don't take taxes out of a lawsuit checks and stuff like that. The only time you pay taxes if you win the lottery or something like that. You don't take taxes out of those checks. You don't pay taxes on the settlement. Settlement. If you win the lottery, that's what I'm talking about. Those scratch offs and stuff for that lottery. They ask you, do you want an annuity? Do you want your money coming, given to you in 20-year increments, or do you want one lump sum and then they take the taxes off the bat? But I'm talking about car accident checks and stuff. You don't pay taxes on that money. Because it's not really income. That's just something you lost to make your soul whole again. And I don't want to say it. It's like a rebate check, you could say. I don't know if I can't. I don't know what the other words to think of what it is, but that's something like that. That's something to that nature. All right, y'all. I hope y'all give me some thumbs up on this thing YouTube because I need some subscribers. I need about 1,000 subscribers before the end of the summer. So I need to wash my hair out. You think I should wash this cold wash? Oh, you think I could leave it like this? Because it made my hair real soft. Look, bouncy. I know somebody probably cracking right now. By the time she did something to that hair, you know what? Jealous. Jealous because you ain't got no perfect good edges like mine. See? All my edges. All. I am so hungry, but I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like making anything. I ain't got no milk. I ain't got no bread. Dang. I guess I could eat some crackers with some peanut butter and jelly on it, but I don't even want no crackers. I do need to put those turkey wings in the refrigerator because I was going to make me some turkey wings and some beans and mashed potatoes. You know, I'm going to pick those beans Kroger run tomorrow. No, I'm going to go to Aldi's and get me a couple of things and come right back home before noon. Aldi's closed at 7, so that means I would have to go. I would have to go that morning to get me a couple of staples and then come back. Because they with this shelter in place thing, Kroger and Walmart they still close at 9. Say edges on point. Yeah, because it'd be so many buzzards that be on my trolls be coming on in and want to talk about my hair. I say, you know what, you bald headed bitch. At least you don't even show your real picture. You know, I'm trying to talk about somebody. Yeah, Publix close at 8. But see, I get off at 8:30, so I have to because no, Publix close at 9 because the other day that raggedy Walmart talking about they close at 8:30. I'm like, first y'all said 8:30, then y'all said 9, and this was like the day before. So I live in two different directions of Walmart. One Walmart said they closed at 9. Then I went to the other one in the opposite direction. They talk about they close at 8:30. I was like, so I ran over to Publix across the street, and they were just about to close at 9 o'clock. And they let me in. Bought my little, waited for that line on the sandwich. Bought me a couple little stuff, and that was it. But Kroger in here in Georgia closed at 9. They used to close at 8 when they first started having this little, we need to close, and everybody was buying up water and everything else like it was running out of style. They was closing at 8. Now it just depends. They used to close, like I said, they was at 8 at one time, and then then they eased up a little bit. So now you may be right. Let me think. No, it was 9 o'clock that they closed. Well, you might be right. I don't know. All I know is I know one thing, that Aldi's closed at 7. Now that one, Aldi's always closed early. I was like, really? So I sworn I was gonna go to Aldi's and get me something like, because it was eggs at 49 cents, and I was gonna buy like the almond milk because they're not expensive and they're pretty good. But they close at 7. I was like, God dang. What time is it? 1:37. See, I was supposed to be on here for an hour. I've been on here for an hour and 37 minutes. Yeah, they do got that senior hours, but I don't know. In a couple more weeks, they talking about, maybe reopening. We'll see what happens with that, shenanigans. But even if they do, they're gonna be real slow about it. They ain't gonna be so quick. But I already read somewhere they was talking about there was another second strain of virus coming out of China, like a new strain. They didn't talk about the old one. They talk about the new one. So all of this is about money. That's all it is. And Trump want to try to make it seem like he did, oh, he come to the rescue. They're gonna be a downfall yet. Let them, I don't want nothing bad or this pandemic thing to be real bad, but you got to use your common sense. You got to use what's going to be best for you. I know a lot of people say they need their jobs and they want businesses to open and stuff. Um, I know. Opening them for what? It's not even hot. It don't even feel hot to be I don't even know what the weather was. What's the weather in Florida? It's not even like, at least wait until Memorial Day at the end of May when it's really, really hot, and then try to be smoothly. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is most of my time is gonna be spent right in in this house, doing working, and that's it. It was in the 90s by Orlando. I just think the weather's not. I just think this weather's gonna be real funny because didn't he just had a tornado somewhere in a few weeks ago? I know they had one in Tennessee, but didn't he just had a big storm that just ran through here? It ran up in the southeast, southwest area. Because I tell you, the company I work for, I work with a bunch of people. We on training day in Canada. They talk about it was snowing last week, and it was cold. And I'm like, what? Snow? So I'm not running to go to nobody's beach until, and I ain't talking about no damn ass Trump that tells people, oh, it's safe, come on out. Nope. I'm gonna wait till that pharmacy, the CDC, until they really have the little things under control. And even then, I'll be walking around with a mask, walking around the beach. That's it. See, that's what I'm saying. That was up there in Canada, in upstate New York. They was had all that snow right up there in Canada. Is that's why I think it feels cold in here, because anything coming from that part, nope. It just don't feel. You know how they say the last few years ago on Easter Sunday it snowed, and this is in New York. When I lived in New York, it snowed on Easter. Oh, I'm gonna use my Vitamix for sure. And when I use it, I'm gonna show y'all make my little green drink. Hopefully, I could be able to go to the supermarket tomorrow and buy me a let me see, I'm gonna buy me a pineapple, almond milk, spinach, and I have ginger in the refrigerator, so I'm gonna make something with put the ginger. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. And I buy me one mango. I'm gonna make me a mango whatever drink tomorrow. I may make that for my lunch or something tomorrow. I may jump on tomorrow afternoon. Make me. I'm not gonna show you how I make it because I can't. I'll bring my camera phone. See, hopefully it'll download my video when I make my drink. But yeah, you inspire me to use my Vitamix again. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make my ginger something. Ginger gonna be in it. Yep, I'm gonna do it. What time is it? 'Cause I wonder if I should wash this out of my hair. Or should I leave it like this and wash it out tomorrow? What y'all think? Because it's only supposed to be a co-wash. I don't have any nope, I don't do Uber and I don't do Lyft. I do not do people. After that first time when they were gonna slam my car door, pointing his finger in my face, I said, get the fuck out of my car. And I know where that fool live at right today. Right there in Virginia Highlands. Nope. Mm-mm. No, no, no. I never got approved for Lyft. The person came to my house, did that little test drive and stuff, and I left. I told him I would download one of the documents, and I never got on with Lyft. And I think I had, and this was 4 years, almost 4 years ago, and I never got picked. So I never bothered to do Lyft, but I did Uber. I like doing Uber with people, but it was only I did Uber like mid morning, taking people to the doctor, stuff like that. It was, but when it started, but then when Uber started enticing people with the surges and going to the airport and all that stuff, I remember before I could even get into Decatur, ping, and I would that, and then I saw people come out there with the suitcase out their house. I said, "Oh hell, I'm going to the airport." But it was pretty good though. After you can do it a few times, you get the little jitters out of your system. I like doing Uber. I did Uber. Yeah, I did Uber Eats. I did them for a spell too. Matter of fact, I can do Uber, but I told them, I said no. I said I want to do Uber Eats, and they wouldn't let me go back to do Uber Eats. I was still logged to do Uber, but I told them, I said no. I said if I can't do Uber Eats, I'm not doing Uber. And I deleted the app. So I never went back to do Uber. I did not like Uber Eats. Nope. I wanted to do Uber Eats. And they put out and they never changed my profile to add Uber Eats on there. I'm like, mm-mm. I wonder what see, because technically I'm still on the system now. I just deleted myself, so I never did bother to go back and log back on. I deleted that app and said, "Meth y'all, you move on." See, I did these apps 4 years. It'll be 4 years ago when I was making some really good money. But when I started seeing the costs and how much, that thing went down, it's like, it was not worth it. Trust me. It'll piss anybody off. See, the people who was used to doing these apps, even before 4 years ago, even if they did it maybe a year earlier than when I did it, or a year and a half earlier, people were really making money. But I always said to myself, I said, and this is my business side of me. A company that starts out, it's only a 4 or 5 year time before it starts to decline in terms of what you will make. And I said, no, the first 4 years is good. After you get to that fifth year, mm-mm. And I knew that. That's coming from business. I knew that. You know, thank God Kia gave me a brand new engine for my car and everything else, which I still haven't driven since I bought it back from the car dealership because the battery's dead. But it ain't the same. I don't even understand why some people still doing it after all of these. Yeah, Postmates. I didn't like Postmates. I did them for 4 days. When you stole my $40 tip, when a customer it was like, you paid for the food. They said the tip was 30 something dollars, and I went to had this big order and delivered it. And Buckhead, they know people at the restaurant told me, oh no, they go to the restaurant. Like hell, they stole my freaking tips. They stole my tip. And I said no. The last straw was when they told me to go to Georgia State downtown at 5 o'clock in the afternoon to deliver a slice of pizza and some stale ass soda. And I said, no, I'm not going back over there. And I called the girl. I said, I just left from over there. There's no parking. I'll be across the street at the gas station to come down to get the food. You can park and come. No, we're not doing that. I'm not getting my car towed over no raggedy ass, nasty ass stale pizza. It wasn't a box of pizza. It was a one slice pizza and a cup of soda. Bitch, please. I was driving, going towards home. They called me. It was a black guy, customer service. You ain't going the right direction. I said, I'm not going back over there. Threw that damn pizza in the garbage. No, I ate the pizza and drank the soda and canceled and went all about the opposite direction. And they deactivated me. I said, you are not sending me for no $4 and some change order, for no Postmates, for no pizza, and no dang cup of stale ass soda. Because Postmates at one time they used to have these free promotions. People would order Postmates and they would get anything for free. Man, and Postmates was strictly downtown, mostly in Atlanta. I said, I'm not going back over there. 5 o'clock traffic. Took me 40 minutes to get over there because the only reason why I went there was right for Little 5 Points because I knew where it was. Man, never again. Postmates and Instacart, Ship. It was all good and dandy for a minute. But the minute they started expanding out in the suburbs, all the people who had disposable income, when they was really paying for the service, that's when it was good. But when you started going all over the place, people want you to, walk up 3, 4, 5 flights of stairs, don't know how to turn on the light. Then you got the nerve, they don't tip. I was like, hell no. Hell to the no. And what pisses me off the most? It was mostly us doing that crap. Not want to tip, and then they act like, act entitled. Man, get your own fucking food. That's what I used to say. You are not about to insult me, And that was the worst thing of all. I don't care what it was. Even when I did Domino's, they had this entitlement. You live in at raggedy ass hotels, ragged ass motel in Lawrenceville Highway, and you can't give a $2 tip, but you walk around smelling like funk and weed at the same time? Hell to the no. I'm glad it wasn't on a regular basis like that, but I always knew. I said, hell no, I'm going there to the Raggedy Motel 6. That's where I got, I'm going to rob. Yeah. I told y'all, remember I got robbed at Domino's at the Raggedy Hotel, Lawrenceville Highway. I was walk up 3 flights of stairs, knocked on the door. I just called the person on the phone. They was like, okay, I'm coming to the door. And you ain't open the door? And then I'm walking down 3 flights of stairs in the breezeway. You got two men standing with the guns in their hands. And the only reason they're like, they said, oh, we're going to let you go. They only let me go, probably because I'm too pretty. And they knew, I was scared as shit, though. That was right around when I first started working at Domino. I told I ain't never going on no Masters Inn over there again. And I told them, I said, you think I'm going to call the police so they could come up to the Domino's and start shooting? I said, hell fucking no. But I got out of there like, y'all remember y'all was telling me to quit. No, T, don't go back. It was David, Lynn. It was a whole bunch of y'all when I told y'all that what that happened to me when I started working at Domino's last year back in July. Her Instacart tipping has been awful lately. I ain't surprised. They probably stealing the tips. That's probably what they doing. Bunch of thieves. Instacart probably stealing those tips. See, they had such an influx of people who needed these grocery deliveries with this pandemic thing, and then they lowered all these people. We need to hire 10,000 people across the country to do Instacart because everybody didn't want to go to the grocery store, and they didn't want to, And I'll bet you, I assure you, if things were to go back to normal, they're gonna a whole bunch of people be deactivated too. Don't be, I don't care what nobody tell me. You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather do Amazon Flex. At least I would get something, it'd be a whole lot better. Only reason why I did Amazon Flex is because I was doing all these different things. I was doing, all those different merchandising gigs and stuff. I was like, God dang, I said, which one should I choose? But they all paid about, $40. I said, do I get $40 to know that I'm going specifically to certain stores or go get $30, $40 and you may get tips and I don't know where I'm going. I could be going to King Buck 2, but Amazon Flex been pretty busy. I checked yesterday and they had some gigs going on. But I was like, nah, I want to go to Smyrna. I said I'll wait till I see if I can get me some maybe going to the grocery, Amazon Fresh. But they said they guarantee at least 30 what was it, $35? But I heard that Amazon Flex were pretty good at tipping. But like I said, I just got so many things on my hand at one time. I'm like, God damn, I got this, that. I said, shoot. And I could have done them, but yeah, you ever took Uber X? You mean drove for Uber X or was a passenger for Uber X? I've um used Amazon X as a passenger a couple of times, but I guess that's the regular Uber. It's been so long ago. I did the Amazon, what they used to call it, pool. I never understood what that was until it was like, what's this thing keep ringing on my phone? And I didn't realize I was supposed to pick somebody else up. I just kept on taking the other person to where they had to go. So I didn't, it took me I never understood what that was. But I don't know. It was fun it was interesting. I could tell you that. If I had to go back and think about that 4 years ago of all these different things I was doing and going back on my old videos, You know, everybody I used to go and watch on a regular basis that was on Uber X and all those different Instacart. I wonder what happened to a lot of those people. A lot of people I was watching, following them. Some people, they changed so much. Some people, you could look at them and say, dang, you gained a lot of weight. Remember that one guy? He was this white guy. He looked like he was like a wolf, had a little funny red wrist, beard, and he was always like, Jesus, 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 real religious. I saw his video about a month ago. Let me see if I can find him. Let me see on YouTube. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go and see if I could find who he is. Hmm. Ah, I can't find him. I can't find him. I'll have to do another video and say where in the world is and just start listing a bunch of people and say where are these people at, and see if y'all ever. I'm quite sure y'all watch these people's videos. But this guy, I remember, he's this white guy up there in the West Coast, lived up in not Portland. That was an Asian guy. He did Uber Eats and Postmates. I mean, he did Postmates, Uber Eats and stuff at 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I watched his video. I was like, dang. Um, oh, and berry juice. Um, but this guy, he was real religious, and he did like Papa John's pizza deliveries. He did all these different deliveries, and not to knock him because he was religious. I mean, because sometimes there's a difference between being religious and being a Christian. Sometimes when you're religious, you could be, you're hiding something and it's more man-made type of thing. You're not. I don't feel like they're genuine. Team LMD. You talk about Tony? Yeah. You talk about Tony up there in the Bay Area, not San Francisco. He lived in Oakland or over the bridge. Yeah, I like Tony. I watched him the other day. I think he got on with Amazon Flex. I'm not sure. Yeah, but see, this guy, he was so religious. It's like, oh, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, this and that. Then I saw his video about a month ago. He looked at horrible. He looked like he had gained so much weight. He let his face thing grew all over the place, and he was just like negative city 101, and his whole disposition had changed from what he used to be when I saw his video. I'm gonna talk about him probably tomorrow night or whatever, but he was like, and Papa John said provided for my family. I'm grateful, thank God, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And then that video I saw about a month ago. What the fuck? I'm like, what the hell? What happened to him? He was like, oh, these criminals are full of crap. But he was just like, I was like, dang. Yeah, he's streamed about, he's streamed about Uber, Amazon Flex, pizza delivery. He did it all. I think he had moved from Portland. I want to say he moved from Portland to Arizona or something like that. And he played in a band, or he was in a band or something. But he was like red hair. Um, I didn't know he just looked a whole lot different, from what he looked like 4 years ago. He went from Jesus to being just like it was like 160-degree turn the way he looked and the way his whole demeanor. because he was regularly on YouTube. And I know sometimes, I know I'm the most pleasant person in terms of talking good about any of these companies because I keep my thing real in terms of my perspective. You know, I kept it real. So, but also Dino, I'm seeing. I remember him. I remember hearing about that person. But it was a lot of people. I just wonder what happened to them. I need to look up Jermaine Ellis. Remember him? Everybody knew him. Jermaine Ellis. He was probably one of the grandfathers of. I mean, he's a young guy, but he was one of the that was doing all the apps before anybody ever did them. He made so much money in that referrals. Because he lived out there in San Francisco, and then he was doing his deliveries on a skateboard, and he would rent a car and deliver on a bicycle, and then he started focusing on all these worldwide travels, and he was all over the country and all over the world. And I bet you he ain't nowhere in no other countries now. I don't know where he at. He looked like he had lost a whole lot of weight. I thought something was wrong with him at one point. So I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna look up some of these people. I'm curious as to what happened to them. You know, I don't see too many of his videos anymore, so I don't know. And then what's so sad? Not to be on a sad note, but someone recently subscribed to my channel, was a subscriber to this other lady. She was doing a lot of work from home jobs. She lived in Tennessee. I didn't know she passed away. I was like, oh my God, she was a she lived in Tennessee, and I was watching her channel for a long time, and I didn't. And after that, I didn't really hear anything about it. I said, what happened? And then somehow or another, one of y'all subscribed to my channel, and then she was on their channel, and then I saw the link, and she passed away a year ago. I'm not talking about Mandy, not her. I miss her too. And and then after that, it was quite a few people who I followed. They passed away. I was like, oh my God. And somehow or another, people kept in contact. Lexi Television Career. Oops, I gotta watch that person. Lexi Television. I'm gonna have to watch that. She is funny. She's a gospel artist, but she's also does a YouTube channel. She is funny, but she is a very talented woman. Her name is Lexi. She has her own hair extension line and stuff. She popped up in my thing making a new video. I want to see it. I've been on here for 2 hours here, y'all. All right. I hope I have another thumbs up when I check this video later. But anywho's, I know y'all about to die down. There's 7 people in the people watching. It is midnight, 12:03. Well, if y'all have any other questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm gonna choose a schedule on my independent job with those infomercials. I'll probably do those probably at midnight, around midnight, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I'll let y'all know how that goes. And I'll try to take a break in between because the way you schedule is every 15-minute increments or 30-minute increments. So I'm gonna try to juggle between these 2 different jobs I'm doing working from home and also do some other things. But my days of food deliveries and things, I mean, I may do like I said, I may do Amazon Flex again, but it would have to be more like grocery, whatever, and I'll do some of the other apps and stuff, just to get out the house, because sometimes sitting here, being on the phone and talking all day, that could get monotonous after a while. So try to do other things to kind of break up the monotony because you could get burnt out. And that's one of the things they told us is that you don't want to get burnt out. And, there's some people, like I said, next rep, they're doing it, some people doing 60, 70 hours and making bank. All right, Speed Bump, Hogan Reports, Colis 85, Erica, Dorian. Who else gonna think will be on here? Lynn probably. C Henner 12. Your Pleasure Suit 721. That's where I saw the other person's that passed away. I saw it on your website, on your channel. Hogan Reports. Who was I missing? And all the other and YouTube subscribers. Thank you for watching. And I will talk to y'all later. Like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Talk to you soon.